Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to another video about Monat's Visionary Founders Pool and about the misrepresentation of the Monat Huns. The company launched on June 3rd the announcement that they now have a new life-changing founders pool, the Visionary Founders Pool, and the distributors can and have to start now to work towards the goal of participating in that founders pool. There's a lot of misrepresentation happening, and that is why I think it is important to react to these videos and to set the record straight. I filmed a video where I talk about the requirements in depth. I will link it up here if you're interested, but in short, the Visionary Founders Pool is a potential bonus payment that pays out 1% of the commissionable revenue in North America, so in the United States and in Canada, if the Huns are able to participate in this pool. They have time until September or a year to hit certain ranks and to hit certain requirements, and then when they keep that rank, they are able to participate in this bonus payment. Most people who are new in the company, who newly join, or who are at the lower ranks, they have to hit the MM, the Market Mentor rank, that is the Cadillac rank, and the people above that rank have to hit a higher rank. They have to keep that rank, and depending on whether they want to participate in 1 or 2 shares out of this pool of 1% of commissionable revenue, they need to do this rather quickly within a short period of time or within a year. If somebody is at the top level at the SED rank, they cannot rank up, but that in that case, if they want to participate in that bonus payment, they need to recruit a new person, and that person within a year also has to hit the Market Mentor rank, which is the car rank, and only 0.2% of people are even able to hit that rank. That's the short background information, but let's hear it from somebody who is currently actively recruiting, trying to work towards that founders pool in Monat. Let's see if her information matches this one.
Okay, I had to go live about this like ASAP because I know how life-changing this can be for someone, and I'm going to share with you. If you have ever thought about doing Monat, we today just reopened what is called our founder shares to become a visionary founder. And I want to let you know what that means because I am an emerging founder in the company in North America. And about 6-7 years ago, not 6-7 years ago, that's dramatic, 5 years ago, they opened emerging founder shares. And it was such a big deal. You are getting a quarterly payout on the company's revenue. But coming into these next 10 years, Monat has really big goals. We are planning to be a $1 billion brand every single year.
I thought Monat was already a $1 billion brand. Why are they pitching that now? There's already a lot of misrepresentation. The Emerging Founder Pool is a similar concept as the one they're doing now with the Visionary Founders Pool and also the original Founders Pool, where they share 1% of the commissionable revenue in North America in this case, so in the United States and in Canada. Commissionable revenue is not every product they sell. Certain products are not considered commissionable. So not 100% of the products that the Monat Huns sell go towards that pool, and then out of that pool, whoever is eligible shares the 1% revenue. Commissionable revenue. And the Emerging Founders Pool, I lost track there, didn't I? The Emerging Founders Pool also is something that is very likely not paying her out at all, because you need to exceed the threshold of $75 million per quarter in North America and in Canada. I think it was gross revenue, and Monat is nowhere near those numbers. So she is at the moment not participating in these. And this pool very likely only pays out a couple of $100. Same is also true for the original Founders Pool. Only the people in the very beginning, when Monat was selling a lot of product, were able to really profit and made thousands of dollars. Now we are very likely speaking about a potential bonus worth maybe $100, $200, tops $300, depending how many people are able to participate in this, because Monat is bleeding reps and revenue is down. And they're also not reopening the original founders pool, they're opening a new one. The Huns like to make that comparison because the original founders pool was something that did pay a lot of the top distributors like Julie Stevens and Ann Fisher, the top people in the company, a lot of money. But this is not comparable. So it's a new pool and it's called the Visionary Founders Pool, which is a stupid name.
And we are in the top 100 beauty companies. We are the #1 hair care brand in direct sales. We've been the #1 premium hair care brand in the world, okay? You have an opportunity.
Look at all of the data and the facts. You are the #1 hair care company in the world. Have you heard of well-known brands like L'Oreal? Have you heard about Head & Shoulders? Have you heard about Balea, which is in our drugstore in Germany, in DM, a very well-known brand. It is not high-end at all, but it is very affordable, and the company is able to produce that line because it's their in-house line and sell it for a very, very low price, and a lot of people do like these. Or Rossmann, same story. So you are the... no, you're not. And I also doubt that they're one of the 100 beauty brands worldwide. They're always saying these things, but they're never stating facts. They're never showing us statistics because it is bogus.
You have an opportunity to get a quarterly payout of all of our brand's revenue. I want you to think of this like an opportunity to get shares with Apple.
No, you're not getting any shares. You have the ability to make a quarterly bonus based on the commissionable revenue. That is important because not every product is commissionable revenue. Very likely only, I think it was Tony Van Choik's husband who spoke about this on his social media, around 70% of the product that Monat sells is considered commissionable. All of the ridiculous flash sales that the company does is not considered commissionable. And if they have specific bundles or specific starter kits, for example, for new recruits, they are also not considered commissionable.
I want you to think of this like an opportunity to get shares with Apple or Amazon. This is that, you guys. When they first launched these shares, I was nowhere near earning them, and it changed our lives. And I became an emerging founder. But why this 2.0 version of the shares is such a big deal, and why me, even as an emerging founder, is freaking out, is because
you're not understanding what this concept actually is. Are the Huns not able to listen to the corporate videos and the workshops that they allegedly now have to plug everybody in to understand what they have to do? Do they not understand that this is simply a bonus payment and it has nothing to do with owning shares in a company? It is nothing like owning shares from Amazon or any other company. What else did she say? Apple? Why do they always use those? You're not owning shares of a company. Monat is a privately owned company. There is no stock available. The company is not at the stock market. You're not owning shares. It's not comparable to owning stock with a company. Not the same thing. This is simply a potential bonus that you could earn quarterly if you hit the requirements, if you keep the requirements, and if you stay in the company. And how life-changing can it be if it is potentially a couple of $100 you may or may not receive? It is not shares. You're not owning a part of Monat, which is good because Monat is drowning.
now you have the opportunity to become a visionary founder. I want you to think of taking it back 10 years ago to when Monat started, and those original founders, an original founder of the company that knew nothing, didn't even have a full brand or product yet. Those legacy founders are making 5 figures extra quarterly. It is life-changing, you guys, on top of all of your commissions.
You cannot compare the original legendary founders pool with Monat almost 10 years ago to what the founders earned back then to now. Just because they were able to earn probably 10, 20, 25,000 bucks, doesn't mean that they are able to do that now quarterly, because their income also depends, or their bonus payments also depends on 1% of the commissionable revenue. And with Monat bleeding reps, hundreds of thousands of reps have left the company over the past couple of years alone. More than 60%, that was the latest data that I have information on when it comes to the income disclosure statement. More than 60% of the distributors left the company in a short period of time. But Monat doesn't exist in the way it did years ago. Back then, it was a ground floor opportunity. Most people didn't know Monat was an MLM. Most people didn't know what the freakishly overpriced products were about. And Monat didn't have a lot of criticism online available, like these videos that I'm doing as well, where people critique Monat for the shibby-shabby show that it actually is. Those people who allegedly were able to make tens of thousands of dollars back then very likely also now make a lot less. And most people are not even able to participate in this legendary founders pool anymore, either because they dropped in rank, or they left the company, or they got terminated. The success of the original founders is not comparable. And also her emerging founder pool doesn't pay her out. Monat's quarterly revenue is down. The last number I heard was 16 million. 75 million per quarter is what the Huns have to hit so that Monat can pay them out on the commissionable revenue. If they're hitting, let's say, around 16 million per month, then we're not at 75. That means that she might hold a share or two in the emerging founders pool, but it is currently not paying her because Monat's commission is down. So let's remember this, not comparable. And headphone people, be aware. There's a child coming. Monat has finally released its income disclosure statements of 2023 and for the first 5 months of 2024. And they show beautifully why the emerging founders pool will not pay as well as the original founders pool when Monat launched 9.5 years ago. The overall numbers of market partners are down. In 2024, well, there is no information because Monat does give us an overview over how much the people make at the individual ranks, but they do not tell us how many people are in Monat or were in Monat in about the first half of 2024. In 2021, Monat had 298,952 market partners. In 2022, they had 155,344 market partners. And in 2023, they only had 108,978 market partners left. That means that from 2021 to 2023, Monat has lost 189,974 market partners. That is almost 65% of its market partners, not including the rapid drop in 2024 we can currently witness, where new leaders are leaving the company pretty much weekly. Monat has launched in new territories since 2021, for example in Australia. The Australian income disclosure statement is not publicly available, but it was shared internally and one of you sent it my way, so thank you so much. In October 2021, Monat Australia launched, and by December 31st, 2022, Monat Australia had 7,894 market partners, according to Monat, one of the most anticipated launches and fastest growing countries. Since then, they also had launches in New Zealand and in France. The 2022 data for Australia, of course, is older data now, but if all of the new markets grow that fast, then those few market partners do not replenish the ones who left in the US. The 189,974? Yes, those. There is likely no growth in Europe either. It is very, very quiet, despite Monat being active in a lot of European countries. That means that there are less and less and less market partners in Monat worldwide. Monat makes less revenue. The commissionable revenue is down. And 1% of that commissionable revenue per quarter is not a lot of money, in this multi-level marketing company that is still bleeding Market Partners. And that means that there is less payout for the emerging founders pool. The US 2023 income disclosure statement looks bad. Again, most people are at the lowest two ranks who barely make any money, and in 2024, which was allegedly their best ever, their best start into the year ever, with the best month ever, the best year ever, with a lot of incentives to recruit and help people hit at least the second rank, more Market Partners than ever are at the lowest rank, and less than the year before at the second. That means that the programs do not work to help Market Partners rank up. This visionary founders pool will not pay well.
Quarterly. It is life-changing, you guys, on top of all of your commissions, and you have the opportunity to come and do that. So if you have ever thought about doing Monat, you put all your cards in your bucket? Okay. If you have ever thought about doing Monat, you need to do it now. You have 1 year to get them. You need to lock them in this month, and we're gonna run. I have taught a ton of my girls to get to our last founders, and you mark my words, we're gonna get even more people to be getting founders. This is legacy money. This is money for life, a quarterly payout of all of this company.
It is not, because if you leave Monat and you're not eligible anymore because you didn't hit your rank, because you dropped in rank, then you won't receive this for life. Also, who believes that Monat will be available for life? Couple of years. Maybe they're lucky and they're able to celebrate their 10-year anniversary in a not completely empty arena this autumn. You're not set up for life if you receive a potential bonus payment quarterly. That is a couple of $100. That's a nice extra type of money. I don't think it is too shabby if you just receive that on top of what you already do. But for the amount of work these people have to do just to have the potential to participate in this, it is absolutely not worth it. A couple of $100 potentially per quarter is not life-changing.
Direct sales brands, typical direct sales brands that are vetted and still have been in the industry for a long time, they've been around for about 40 years. That's like the bare minimum. Monat is still such a baby company, and these next 10 years, these next 5 years, we are going to blow up.
You won't exist in 5 years. 10 years? No. Wow, that is sad. I hope she doesn't really believe that.
Blow up even more than we already have. We have new product launches coming. We have new countries coming, and you have the chance to come in and get a piece of that pie. This is not just a normal direct sales brand. This is a brand that is in vogue, that has been in Oprah Daily at least 3 times this year because of our viral IR Clinical brand. It is...
Are they viral? Who says they're viral?
Huge, and Jude is bored by this.
Understandably, he's like, Mommy, you're talking a lot of crap. This is not true. It's just a bonus payment. It's not life-changing.
But you're gonna get lots of toys because of it. Anyways, I just had to come share it. They just launched it today. We are going full force. I feel like we just started this 5 years ago. My business blew up the last time we did shares, and I'm just so excited.
The last time she was able to participate in the founder's share, in this case the emerging founder's share, was April 2019. That is when they opened that founder's pool. What happened afterwards? Do we remember? Maybe that matters for context. Why did her business blow up 2019 and later? What happened in 2020? Do we remember? I mean, very likely it has been the best year for all of us, if it weren't for COVID. That is why she was able to participate in this, because a lot of people joined during the pandemic and she was able to benefit off of that. Not anymore, because she's not currently getting paid. 75 million per quarter commissionable revenue is something that Monat doesn't achieve at the moment. She is very likely freaking out. Her money is down, her paycheck is down, because there is currently no new epidemic coming our way that could save Monat.
Like, we're going to the top. We're going to make life-changing money. The money that I made in my business when the shares first got announced completely changed our lives. It allowed me to be a stay-at-home mom, continue to be a stay-at-home mom. It blessed our family tremendously. And I was nowhere near to earning them when they first did it. So if you've been in this business before and you're counting yourself out, or maybe you're brand new, you're like, there's no way I'll be able to do that. I promise you, you can do it. I'm going to help you get it. And we are going to make a legacy for your family.
No, you're not. And you cannot promise that people will make it because you can help them. They need to promote to a rank, at least for most people, to the MM rank that only 0.21% were ever able to reach in 2022. You cannot make those promises.
This is something you can pass on to your kids, you guys. It's not about you. It's about passing down a legacy of money to your kids.
You're not passing down any legacy to your kids, and it is about you. That is why she is on this live, because she needs to pitch this opportunity, because her paycheck is down, and because she wants potentially a couple of extra $100 each quarter if she is able to hit her requirements. Context matters here. Just because Monat opens up a new pool doesn't mean that Monat will do super well from now on. The first legendary founders pool was opened when Monat started fresh. Nobody knew that it was an MLM. The company was able to blow up, and there were a lot of people who were recruited. The second founders pool was opened before the pandemic. Now Monat is on the downward spiral, and it's happening really, really quickly. This founders pool will not save them.
On a company that is not going away. And I want you to think of Amazon and Apple in that, because that's what we are. So, message me, let's get started, and let's go.
The kid is a mood. Same when I'm listening to his mother pitch this opportunity. Monat is like Amazon and Apple? No, because Amazon and Apple actually sell products or have established a delivery and a purchase system like Amazon that is very much up to date. Monat is just a dinosaur at this point, and a dying MLM. And because of what I would describe as potential mismanagement, according to the various lawsuits that are currently available from Stuart McMillan, also the counterclaim from the Urdaneta family or from Tony Van Choik, we can see that this is not a well set up company. So no, you won't be available in the next 5 or 10 years. And you're nothing like Apple or Amazon. You wish. The visionary founders pool is nothing like she described here. Let's keep this in mind. If somebody approaches you about Monat's visionary founders pool, you now know what this is. It is potentially a bonus payment if you're able to hit a rank or recruit somebody who hits a rank, or you're able to rank up within a certain period of time and you're able to keep that rank. And then you may participate in a bonus payment. That's all it is. No stocks, no shares. You might be able to participate in 1% of the commissionable revenue shared and split up amongst all of the people that are eligible that fulfill the requirements. And Visionary Founders Pool is truly just a stupid name. If you like these types of Monat videos, I have an entire Monat playlist that is packed to the brim at this point. If you're interested, go ahead and check that out. And if you like these videos, then please subscribe, comment, like, share. That helps the channel out a lot. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your feedback, what topics you would like for me to cover next. I'm always glad that people are reaching out in DMs and also via email. Send me content. You can also always do that. My contact details are always linked down below. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!